Okay, we're looking at 4.1, work together. All right, so we'll look at the directions first. It says adjustment information for Foley's Interiors on December 31st is presented to us. A partially completed adjusted trial balance, a general ledger, and selected accounts are provided to us. So step 1, we need to record the adjusting entries on page 20 of the general journal. Number 2, we're going to post the adjusting entries to the general ledger accounts. Number 3, we're going to enter the adjusted account balances on the adjusted trial balance. Number 4, we're going to calculate federal income tax expense using the tax table presented in the lesson and prepare and post the adjusting entry for federal income tax expense. And then number 5, we're going to complete the adjusted trial balance. So we have 5 steps here. We have a lot of information, a lot of stuff that we need to do. So I'm going to have my book open to those directions so that I don't have to go back and forth. Okay, so they give us our general journal. Number 1 told us that we're going to record the adjusting entries on page 20 of the general journal. So we're going to start with those adjusting entries. It's already labeled as adjusting entries. So we're going to start with our date. And it does tell us that we're using December 31st. Okay, and our first adjusting entry that we're going to do is the uncollectible accounts. So it says estimate of uncollectible accounts is $2,101.23. So when we go down underneath here, we're going to see our general ledger accounts. And so I need to go to my allowance for uncollectible. It says right now that I have a credit of $77.38. So I'm going to give that number that they give us, $2,101.23, minus what we have in there, $77.38. That gives us $2,023.85. That's going to be my adjustment. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to debit my expense account, uncollectible accounts expense. We don't have a document number because this is an adjusting entry. We don't have to fill in this post reference yet. So our debit is $2,023.85. Okay, and then we're going to credit our allowance for uncollectible accounts for that same amount. Okay, next one that we're going to look at is our merchandise inventory kitchen. So I'm going to start with my date, the 31st. It tells us that our ending merchandise inventory for kitchen was $147,084.62. So again, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go into my general ledger. I'm going to look at my merchandise inventory for kitchen. Okay, it says that my ending inventory is 147 and I have 140. Again, I need to find my difference. So I'm going to subtract those two numbers. Now I need to make this account equal $147,084.62. To do that, I need to debit this account. So I'm going to be debiting merchandise inventory, kitchen, for that difference that I found out to be $6,194.62. And then I'm going to credit my income summary kitchen for that same amount, $6,194.62. Okay, next one, so the 31st. This time we're looking at merchandise inventory for a bath. Okay, the balance is $98,620. And our ending merchandise inventory should be $97,000. So we're going to find the difference. Now, since this number needs to be decreased to $97,000, that means we're going to have to credit this account. We're going to have to credit merchandise inventory bath. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that in right away. If I'm going to credit that, that means that I'm going to debit income summary bath. Okay, so I'm going to debit that for $948.69. And I'm going to credit merchandise inventory $948.69. Okay, next one. Now we're going to look at our supplies. Okay, our balance in supplies is the 6,000, and it tells us what we have on hand is 1,950. Again, we're going to find the difference. We need this supplies account to be brought down to 1950. So that means we're going to have to credit this account for $4,147.89. If we credit supplies, that means we're going to debit supplies expense. We're debiting for 4,147.89 and crediting supplies for 4,147.89. Okay, next one, prepaid insurance. Okay, prepaid insurance right now, or it shows as 18,000, but it should be 2,500. Find the difference. We need to decrease this account to 2,500, so that means we're going to credit it for 15,500, and that means that we'll debit our expense account, so insurance expense for 15,500, and credit prepaid insurance for 15,500. Oops. Okay, next is our depreciation expense. So for our depreciation expense, we are just going to use the expense that they give us. So we're going to debit depreciation expense office equipment, and they tell us in our directions that is 7,250. And then we are going to credit accumulated depreciation office equipment for 7,250. Okay, next one we have another depreciation. This one is for store equipment, so we'll do the same thing. Depreciation expense store equipment. We're going to debit the amount that they give us, 8,490, and we're going to credit accumulated depreciation store equipment for 8,490. Okay, we are going to have another adjustment that we'll have to do for federal income tax, but we're not going to figure that one out yet. What we're going to do now is we're going to post what we have so far. So we're going to start up at the top, and we're going to be posting to our uncollectible accounts expense. There it is. So date is the 31st. Post reference was journal page 20. We are debiting that account for 2,023.85. Our new balance then is 2,023.85. Account number 7150 is going to go back up. Did I say 50 or 55? No, I can't remember. It should be 55 if I. Okay. Next one, we're going to go to our allowance for uncollectible accounts. $31st, G20. We have a credit of 2,023.85, and we need to find a new balance. Oops. Our new balance should be 2101.23. Account number 1220 goes back up. I can't talk today. 1210 should be there. Okay, next one, merchandise inventory kitchen. $31st, G20. We have a debit of 6,194.62. Find our new balance. Our new balance is $147,084.62. 1305. Next is income summary kitchen. $31st, G20. We have a credit of $6,194.62. New balance is that same number, $6,194.62. Account number 3210. Income summary bath. 31st, G20. We have a debit of $948.69. 948.69. 3215. Merchandise inventory bath. 31st, G20, a credit of $948.69. Find our new balance. Our new balance is $97,671.31. 1310. Supplies expense. $31st, G20. 4,147.89. 4,147.89. 7150. Supplies. Credit of 4,147.89. Find our new balance. $1,950. 1405. Insurance expense. $31st, G20. Debit of $15,500. 7120. Prepaid insurance. Oops. Credit of $15,500. Find a new balance. $1410. Depreciation expense. Office equipment. Debit of $7,250. 7110. And accumulated depreciation. $1510. Okay, so I'm about to run out of time on this video, so go ahead and do the next two on your own, and then go on to step 2, or the next step video, part 2, sorry.